Yo, what's going on today, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. Today, we have another SCP to look at, SCP-179. Today's SCP was requested by Sauelsuesor.
Buckle down and do your work or you'll end up at McDonald's.
We going to McDonald's if I don't do my work?
No.
Actually, he wasn't the only one that requested this. Somebody else did too. I just forgot who it was. So whoever else requested 179, we're doing it today. For you. Alright. So I was meaning to do this anyways. I meant to do it really before the other video. The son, sister, whatever, the broken brother, whatever that video was. So now we get to get into depth with what 179 is. Alright, so without further ado, I hope your day is going well, and let's get into it.
Good day everybody and welcome to SCP Illustrated, entry log 41. Today we'll be looking at SCP-179. Please note this is a thermial SCP.
Thermial, that means it's helpful, right?
Description: SCP-179 is a humanoid entity located at a constant distance of approximately 40,000 kilometers from the South Polar region.
Constant distance. It doesn't get any closer or any farther away than that distance.
Region of the solar photosphere, locked to the rotation axis of Sol. However, it does not orbit it. The most recent recordings of SCP-179 indicate that it seems to maintain a continuous orbit around the center of the galaxy.
A continuous orbit around the center of the galaxy. That's pretty crazy.
Through the combined efforts of 43 years of continuous surveying, the external appearance of SCP-179 has been defined as a human female of undetermined ethnic group of between 20 and 40 years of age. Its entire bodily surface is covered in or composed of a matte black material. Its hair appears to be composed of this material, measures over 34 kilometers long, and is constantly pushed away by solar wind. However, this part of SCP-179 seems to reflect variable amounts of sunlight, this reflection being the phenomenon that indicated its existence to the Foundation astrophysicists during 1940. Several markings or tattoos are placed throughout its bodily midline. Judging from their brightness, these markings might be of metallic composition and of a golden hue. These tattoos include several symbols that have been identified as those typically representing the Sun and the 6 innermost planets of the solar system according to medieval alchemy, including, in this order, the symbol of gold in the subject's forehead right underneath the hairline, the symbol of Mercury under the nose circling both the lips, the symbol of copper between the medial ends of its clavicles, with anatomically correct shape of a human heart placed over the location.
Whoa. Data expunged, auto sensor, non-trivial, cognito hazard detected. What the heck, bro?
A heart would be in a female human of the same apparent age and bodily proportions. The symbol of iron in the upper abdominal region. The symbol of tin in the lower abdominal region. Part of a final symbol in the pelvic region. While the anatomy of this region makes its clear observation difficult, it has been hypothesized that the symbol of lead is also present and complete in the perineum region. SCP-179 keeps its ventral side orientated towards Earth most of the time, but it has been observed to look towards other areas on occasion. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-179 remains beyond the reach of currently known groups of interest, including the Foundation.
Yeah, you
All
can't
containment
contain
efforts
her.
are to be focused towards a grade-free emission cover-up, coupled with the discouragement or sabotage of exploration and research missions that attempt to study Cis-Mercury in space, and orbits that go through it.
Administrative Warning ES-026. As of SCP-179 has been reclassified Thermial. All involved personnel with a clearance level below 4/179 will be either promoted or reassigned to fit this new classification, depending on their relevance for the continuated surveillance and cover-up operations as directed by the current head researcher for SCP-179. All reassigned personnel will be subject to Polymath 08 memory redaction therapy or D-class amnestics in a high dosage grade with a maximum retrograde effect of 10 years of experience, depending on the time spent working at SCP-179 prior to its reclassification. SCP-179's existence will be subject to an orbital misinformation standardized intelligence obstruction and neutralization campaign. As per Omission Protocol 4, Items 4.5, 4.6, and 4.7, most documentation related to SCP-179 has been classified Level 4 Top Secret. Any further data related to SCP-179 has been classified Level 5 Thaumiel and will be made available only to authorized 5/179 personnel.
Sounds about right.
Be advised that unauthorized access to SCP-179 research materials will be considered a Type 3B offense. Unauthorized data management while lacking appropriate global clearance, punishable by compulsory memory redaction therapy with a
What? Punishable? Wait. Punishable by compulsory memory redaction therapy. Your memory about to be redacted, bro.
immediate reassignment and/or demotion.
SCP-179 is sensitive to all radiation in the electromagnetic spectrum, intelligent, and able to communicate through multiple anomalous means, including but not limited to radio and laser communications interference. Only one instance of SCP-179 communication with Foundation personnel has occurred thus far, where SCP-179 proved to be fluent in French. As this contact did not result in a clear statement of SCP-179's intentions towards the Foundation and its mission, all efforts must be made to prevent contact by any known groups of interest of SCP-179. Misinformation operations and other preemptive measures have been deployed. Most recorded movements performed by SCP-179 have been related to extraterrestrial threats, both anomalous or non-anomalous in nature, on a collision or orbital insertion course with the Earth. These threatening items have been identified as capable of causing CK-class reconfiguration events of diverse impact in human societies and
Just trying to help
life
you out
in
protect the
general
Earth.
if allowed to reach Earth. If impact with Earth or orbital insertion occurs without proper response and containment by Foundation operatives, these items of interest may be capable of causing an XK-class end-of-the-world scenario. SCP-179 will usually address an item or items of interest by pointing at them with an arm, and when more than one item of interest is present, will be able to generate additional limbs anatomically identical to its arms as needed. Survey data indicates that SCP-179 performs each motion specific to each item of interest addressed, such as raising different fingers or moving its arms, in an array as of yet undecipherable patterns at fixed intervals. But whether this motion contains any information or not has not been determined to date. The limits of SCP-179's detection capacities have not been clearly ascertained. While SCP-179 has been able to detect potentially harmful objects beyond the trans-Neptunian region, those threats had been detected by other surveillance and exploration systems, usually under Foundation control, or in at least 3 separate instances were visible to the naked eye from Earth. However, they had not been immediately recognized as threats. It has been hypothesized that SCP-179 may only detect and react to active threats that remain detectable to other observing parties without the cis-Neptunian region, while being able to unerringly determine their harmful nature. All items of interest approaching Earth within cis-Neptunian space that had considerable destructive capacity have been detected by SCP-179 without failure, often when no observers known to the Foundation were aware of them. As such, SCP-179 and all personnel, orbital equipment and facilities dedicated to its surveillance remain the most reliable early warning system the Foundation possesses to detect and, when possible, prevent potentially dangerous incursions within space. SCP-179 is able to determine which interplanetary objects pose a threat to Earth, humankind, or the earthly biosphere, which makes it a critical asset for the Composite Orbital Early Warning System project of the Foundation, which currently involves SCP, and SCP.
Couldn't tell us which ones those were.
003 to 0421, Site 34, 103, 9808, Site, and Command Site, as well as several personnel embedded within different space agencies and international consortia related to space exploration. All data of interest related to or obtained through SCP-179 will be marked COEWS-179, which will be considered high priority information to all Foundation departments. Addendum: SCP-179-01. Notable movements of SCP-179. 13th of December 1940. First recorded movement of SCP-179. The entity that had remained with both arms crossed raises an arm towards a previously undetected interplanetary object on a collision course with Earth. after its impact in an event that damaged the city extensively with large quantities of anonymous mucus secretion and left more than 1,300 dead, which combined with the anomalous phenomena related to remaining central item reclassified SCP-179 returned to its original position. 22nd of September 1942. 6th recorded movement of SCP-179. The entity raises an arm on a collision course with Earth. Item of interest crashes near Auckland, New Zealand in the 4th of October 1942. Item separates upon impact into several devices of mechanical nature.
Mechanical nature? What the heck? Transformers? You had some Transformers crash land on Earth, bro? Is that what happened?
With minimal civilian casualties. Once Foundation operatives contain the item proper, which is reclassified and terminating most sub-entities, SCP-179 returns to its original position. Mobile Task Force proceeds to track and destroy all remaining sub-entities. 18th recorded movement of SCP-179. The entity raises its right arm towards... Up to date, the entity has kept one of its primary arms, shifting from one to the other as necessary, pointing in the same direction. 1st of March 1949. 23rd recorded movement of SCP-179. The entity raises an arm towards an armor-class asteroid that has adopted a collision course with Earth. The Foundation uses a combination of several SCP objects to launch a remote-controlled interplanetary vehicle that acts as a gravitatory turbine. This mission is announced a success on the 3rd of May.
Does that mean it's a sentient asteroid?
1951. At this time, SCP-179 returns to its original position. Note: surveying elements observed that the entity performed a motion that could have been a nod. Reclassification request to Euclid status filed and denied. 13th of December 1998. 403rd recorded movement of SCP-179. The entity stops watching the Earth for 2 days and 13 hours.
Stops? Why did it stop? What happened?
When it looks towards the Jovian system. Once this interval is over, SCP-179 looks at Earth again. 9th of September 2002. 487th recorded movement of SCP-179. SCP-179 points at an armed Type 11 dimensional weapon. Launched from Area 08 to test SCP-179's detection capacities. Item remains in a primed configuration for minutes, ready to be launched at a test location on Earth. It is not identified by SCP-179 until it is 3,670 kilometers above the Earth's surface, when SCP-179 reacts to it as a threat and points at it. Device subsequently reconfigured to a standby configuration and redirected towards its primary target. Still in transit from the Kuiper belt, SCP-179 returns to its previous position. 16th of October 2003. Contact with SCP-179 is achieved via the -2 probe. Subsequent movements registered in Addendum SCP-17902. SCP-179 reclassified thermal. See Addendum SCP-17902. Addendum SCP-17902. Events of the 16th of October 2003. SCP-179 was first approached by the -2 probe, a microsatellite equipped with multiple recording, analysis and communication devices incorporated into the probe in a clandestine operation. The probe acted as a relay for the -2 probe and Foundation mission control.
Oh, so you guys could speak to her.
Contact and communication with the entity were not foreseen nor programmed. When visual contact with SCP-179 was established, obtaining an unprecedentedly clear, very high-resolution image of its surface, the entity began to move its lips, forming the phenomenon of a greeting in spoken French. What follows is a complete translation of the exchange.
Hello. I am the Lookout. My name is Sauelsuesor. Do you like my brother?
Not anymore. We don't like your brother anymore. After what he did.
I like him too. He is big. So big. And so very warm. If you want to talk to me, please use your satellite to weave talk to me. It will be easier than coming here. Probably.
She is the Lookout.
Entity remains immobile until 1755-53.
Researchers assigned to SCP-179 detect this movement. Level 3 researcher Thomas Graham, who is fluent in French, is selected by head researcher to conduct a possible exchange of SCP-179. The -2 probe is used as a radio relay from this point onward. SCP-179 is able to receive, understand and transmit radio communications. SCP-179's transmission read is a monotone, featureless human voice that speaks in French. The subsequent exchange occurs with a 16 minutes and 39.6 seconds delay between each message, corresponding to the distance between SCP-179 and Earth and return. That will be omitted in the rest of this document.
Who are you?
My name is Sauelsuesor. I am the lookout. I behold. I often see.
Yeah, this is cool.
I often warn. Almost always when I have to. That way, there's further life.
What do you mean, the lookout?
What do you think she means, dude? She looks out for y'all. She points at alarming things that could possibly bring the extinction of your race.
It's me.
We have noticed the significance of your movements. Who do you report to?
To those who know where to look. To you. To those who want to look. Not just you, but you too.
When you say brother, are you referring to the sun?
He is my brother so well. He warms me up. He is caring fire and loving light. He caresses me with his arcs and his voice and renews me. He is the source of all true light. He is your source.
Where do you come from?
I was born a child.
The entity nods towards Earth.
For how long have you been in your current location?
I do not want to tell you.
SCP-179 adopts a fetal position, remains looking towards the Earth and pointing at. Face of the entity remains visible from the -2 probe.
How did you reach your current position? How did you acquire the properties you currently possess?
I was grown into a woman. This is how I live now.
Could you give us further details, please?
No.
She ain't gotta tell you nothing.
We would like to know more about you.
I'm sure you would.
Why not tell us?
I am sorry. I won't be yours. I can't belong to any one person.
The Foundation's work protects all of humanity, all life on Earth. Don't you find this work of the greatest importance?
Yes, I am doing it. Look upon me and know.
If we have understood your capacities correctly, we believe you could do far more than that. Sharing all the information you have, not just about the dangerous threats against humankind and Earth, could be of great benefit to all parts involved.
I am too big, and you are too small. There is a sea of nothing and islands of light. I am their shore. To you come the monsters, the pounding fists of void, the longing gods beyond our knowledge. I am the lookout. I see the ripples in their wake.
So awesome.
You want me to pledge my sight no to you, only to you, so you, only you, can be greater. Even if you find, restrain, defend, you want me to be yours.
She will never be
That is
yours.
not why I am here. There are others. Others I assist. Others I warn. Others beyond your thin walls of grey, dry paste rock. Others beyond the reach of your weary satellites. Others beyond the home, our home. Others I know, others I love, others you won't care for, others that come before, and, overall, others beyond the little walls of rules, and bone, and laws, and flesh, and memories, and oaths you build around yourselves until you don't even remember them. Others I love, dearly, and yet only my brother is an equal to me.
Excuse me, I don't understand what you mean by
It's not for
others.
you to understand.
Please explain yourself with other words.
But I have no words left.
Closing. Despite several communication attempts, SCP-179 did not perform any other movements nor transmit other messages. Up to this date, SCP-179 has not responded to any messages coming from any Foundation contact team or any other efforts from known groups of interest. And that concludes SCP-179. I hope you've enjoyed this SCP, and be sure to like.
I really did. I like this one. She reminds me of that chick from Destiny, with that chick that's a part of the 9. She reminds me of her, but this was a good one. She is the lookout. She's watching over the Earth and all of its inhabitants, trying to warn us of coming threats. And as we saw in the other video, her brother became one of them. He became the biggest one, and she couldn't stop him, but it was too late. It was too late. And then she came back and she's like, yo, hide. If you didn't watch that video, you need to go watch that video. Her broken brother. Man, this is crazy. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this one, y'all. If y'all like the video, make sure to leave a like. As always, the link to the original video will be down in the description below. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
We have another truth to share with you. The Dredgen should have told you himself. But as always, fear keeps him from true potential. Please, open your mind.
Might just pull this scam off. And when the time comes, we'll finally be in the clear. A horse. Okay.
We have enjoyed watching you. We came to say farewell. Our attention is required elsewhere.
All right. Thanks for the memories, you lunatic. Anything else I can do for you?
You're already doing it. Keep playing the game. The night falls. Out there on the edge, your fate is a war unseen amid ruined fleets. 2 women, feared, untrusted, forever at arm's length. Here at home, your fate is a coin in the hand of a liar. 1 man, afraid, untrustworthy, forever grasping. You must reckon with yourself. Can you see the path ahead? Do you know the shape of your trial?